I know you guys have been waiting for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all. The ship's at sea. Welcome to...
Dragon sounds up in this bitch. Listen, that's my dragon sounds up in this bitch. I'm sounding dragonish. I'm feeling a little bit of the dragon. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all are going, wait a minute. What?
Pause! What?
Tonight! Good morning. Where you been, you high school graduate? You? Please tell me there's some college in the future there, Miss Sinai. Yeah, we were doing the Villains View while House of the Dragon was on last night, so I'm not gonna watch until the wife gets home. But I got my Meg Greenberg's in the building. Good morning. All right, y'all. Yo, this past weekend has been on some other shit. Like, if y'all noticed how much bullshit has been going on over the past couple of weeks. We are thoroughly in the month of August, and we all have got to be honest with our goddamn selves. The mediocrity is going bananas up in this bitch. Do you hear me? It's goddamn awful in this bitch. The Tate brothers going to jail dressed up like they were going cosplaying for an S&M party. That was not on my bingo card. I don't know if it was on yours, but damn sure wasn't on mine. The Tate brothers went to prison or went to jail dressed up like they broke into the wrong Spirit Halloween. You know what I mean? Like it's just wild up there. Benny Johnson continues to talk all tough MAGA man. Benny Johnson got more nuts in his mouth than squirrels before wintertime, bitch. Hold on. Hit me in the face with a cheesecake on the toilet, why don't you? Yo, that is disgusting work, Tracina. Listen, Tracina gave y'all detailed instructions on what she wants you to do. She wants you to, hold on, because you don't get to say that and not get the sound. The hell is wrong with you? Tracina woke up and chose cheesecake violence, goddammit. Tracina woke up this morning and chose cheesecake violence. She said, hold on, let me find it, because I know I got it. She woke up and said, I like big titties. Yeah. She like big titties.
Big titties. What type of? I like a
Hit me in the face with a titty, why don't you?
I said, what?
Hit me in the face with a titty, why don't you? Hit me in the face with a titty, why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you?
Yo, Tracina said, hit me in the face with a cheesecake on the toilet, why don't you? That's awful confessional there, Tracina. Are you trying to say people normally walk into your bathroom while you're on the toilet and smack the shit out of you with a cheesecake and then walk away and you feel good? Like, come on, man. It's the YouTube thumbnail, sir. Oh, y'all caught that? My bad. Y'all caught that. Did y'all catch that? Y'all caught that, right? Morning, big sis. Love you to death. Y'all caught that, huh? Y'all caught that, Well, at least I know y'all asses are awake. At least I know y'all caught it. Like, you know what I mean? I thought y'all wasn't going to catch it. Chickens! Needless to say, barely awake. Hey, Taz, you awoke now. Taz awoke now. Taz was like, oh, let me get the sleep out of my eyes. And then all of a sudden she look at the thumbnail for this show and go,
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
oh boy. Listen, that is going to be recorded for posterity. Whatever, this could be the worst show we ever do as far as Sound of Coffee is concerned, and I guarantee you, y'all gonna remember that. Y'all gonna remember that thumbnail.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Every one of y'all are now. What's the word I'm looking for? Y'all are now occupants of from around the way. But let's stop bullshit because I want to talk about. It is thoroughly the 3rd of August, and I want to talk about right now who is in the leading for the most mediocre mother effer in the history of motherfucker effers. You know what I mean? Like who leads in this year's mediocre white man awards? Who leads in them? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the person I think is leading, y'all ain't got no argument. One more day till they admit Mitch is dead already. Yep. Hey, we are all. This is pre-Mitch McConnell died day. Tomorrow morning, I thoroughly expect to wake up and look at my phone and it be announced that Mitch McConnell is dead. Why does tomorrow matter? Well, because it will then be taken out of the hands of Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who is a Democrat. You see, had they announced that Mitch had finally met the Boab bird and Mahalia Jackson is currently walking his ass through the pearly gates, had they admitted that when it actually happened, Andy Beshear, being the Democratic governor of the state of Kentucky, could have put somebody, an interim, into his seat until the election. But guess what? The Republicans are like, nah, son. Nah. We ain't going to do that. They thought of the idea of Mitch McConnell kicking the bucket several times over and then catching said bucket and running for a touchdown and being replaced by a Democrat.
What the fuck?
So they jerry-rigged the system. So tomorrow, August 4th, I fully expect there to be a big breaking news announcement that Mitch McConnell is dead than a mother effer. You know what I mean? I fully expect it. Wake up tomorrow morning and hear, he dead, y'all. Oh, no. He going to take a turn for the worse, which, translation, he was already dead, but it got worse because now we know. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. Mark my word. And now, if they announce it tomorrow, Andy Beshear cannot put anybody in that seat. So it'll stay vacant. That means that no matter what legislation comes to the Senate, it will not pass because They need a majority. And with John Fetterman trying to take his place, oh, big dead Redwood. I hate it here, man. I just want to assure you, the listeners and watchers of The Sound of Coffee, one thing. If I die in my sleep, Taz and Angry and Chaos and Smoking Hot Mess and all of the people here at GCPR will not have an animated like avatar to replace me until such time as they get a chance to actually say that I'm dead. No. The next day, Taz will come on and go, Tom's dead. He dead, y'all. Oh, no. And then y'all will be crying and everybody will be, you know what I mean? It'll happen. All right? Taz, if you put a skeleton in this chair, if y'all take a picture of this background with me not in it, because I know how angry and y'all get down. Angry and you take a picture of the background, take me out of it, and put like the animated skeleton of a squirrel in this bitch. I will come back and haunt both of y'all drawers. I will, I promise.
Okay, first of all, I have a plan. I have an idea. Hear me out. Okay.
Here she go.
I have been watching a lot of Erica Kirk. We could Erica Kirk this shit, okay? We all take turns stepping into the shed, into the barn, and like we give these heartfelt speeches about ourselves, not about you though, okay? Because we got to stick with what sells. We come in and we talk about us and how you dying was inconvenient for us, and then we like crowdsource, okay, to get a stadium, but keep in mind the budget that we got. So it'll probably be somebody parking lot, but we'll make it look like a stadium, okay? And we're gonna have the pyrotechnics and all of that stuff, and it's gonna be a great performance. Where's your body gonna be? I don't know, but you can't be there, okay? You can't be there. We're supposed to mourn you without you there. And then we're gonna have a meeting that we accidentally on purpose record, and then we're gonna like accidentally on purpose release the footage talking about how we sold out all the merch with whatever outfits you had on when you died, because we're gonna have to wear that and sell, replicas of that. And then we're gonna go, no, y'all misunderstood. He is buried at such and such and such and such. And it'll be like a scavenger hunt. Like, where in the world is Thomas buried?
3 letters.
1 word.
Ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Again, what did we learn last night? What is Taz missing? Yep. So this is what y'all get. I did not sleep all the way through the night. I'm not completely awake. Did I think about this? Yes, I did. And I wrote it in detail in my journal. I have a step-by-step plan on how to do this.
Jiminy Christmas. Can we just...
And if I die, I'm going...
3 letters.
One more time.
1 word.
One more time. One more time.
Ass.
And just
The
so y'all
fuck
know,
are you talking about?
if I go before everybody else, I'm going to be cremated. The Taz Effect will be hosted by my urn. And my urn, y'all know how like there was like the little doll, the little Freddy doll that made its way around the world during COVID. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be a little vial of Taz that is going to just go out into the world, and people are just going to make videos and talk about their time with Taz.
Taz. Miss Reload. I need you to hear me and hear me very closely. Okay? I need you to lock the fuck in. Okay, excuse my French, but lock in. All right. If I turn on a live and there's a goddamn urn that's just sitting there, first off, I'm gonna ask Chaos, did you really set this up? And 2, why? And then I'm going to watch for about an hour as this urn does absolutely nothing, but I can hear the background sounds of people in your house talking about the damn urn on live.
3 letters.
Come on.
1 word.
Come on.
Ass.
First of all, Thomas,
Fuck are you talking about? That shit
I
stink.
re-record a video every year as a just in case, a video to be played at my funeral. Why? Because I will have the last word. Okay. Some people are gonna get cussed out. Why? Because they can't cuss me back out.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all ain't thought about that? Am I the only
The
person that
Taz
thinks about
Earn
that?
effect is not gonna sell records. Okay, I'm just gonna be
Yes, it
honest.
will. Yes,
Listen,
it will. Because I will pre-record
every day at
something.
3:30 p.m. Chaos
will
setting
go.
up the urn for 2.5 hours. Listen,
I can have it auto set to go. It'll be fine. I got co-hosts that pop in. It'll be fine.
okay, so first off, your phone's not going anywhere. Secondly, you gonna set it up for 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Every day.
The way your urn is just sitting there, and we get to hear what's in the background of the house as the urn is giving us absolutely nothing. And then,
First of all,
hold on top of all of this, people are gonna be giving coins and super chats to a gut to an urn that ain't saying shit.
people give the most super chats and coins to folks that are asleep, essentially dead on live now anyway. It'll be fine. Okay. Yes, and Dredd is going to eulogize me. Here's the thing. First of all, I have enough material already in my. Just play that. I mean, don't nobody pay attention really to the breaking news anyway. I sit here and tell these heathens and wenches the good news every day. They don't listen anyway. Okay, they will hear what they want to hear. I can sit here and just go, they will hear what they want to hear.
Taz,
Huh?
I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you.
And holding the urn will be Rummer Igor Bartholomew Honeycutt.
So it's gonna be Taz and Bones. It's gonna be it's gonna be Urn and Bones. Is that what?
Bones.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the Taz Bones effect. Taz.
3 letters.
One word.
Ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
The kind of idea is this?
Hey, it would be the highest rated
you
show.
actually thought this out. That's the scary part.
And I wrote it
said,
down.
"Hey,
It's in my journal. It's color coded too.
Oh my God. You gonna have
Anybody who's watched the Monday Motivation, or they're part of Monday Motivation and the Tazisms knows I color coordinate everything. Everything is decorated. I season everything in life.
She gonna color coordinate an urn to sit.
Yes, Taz's urn must be bedazzled. Absolutely. It'll be wonderful. It'll be wunderbar.
Let me start the damn show. I ain't playing with you. That's wild. That you know what? No, it ain't wild. It's
3 letters.
One word.
Ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Where are we going right now? Where are we? Why are we on this boat?
First of all, let's look at the bright side of things. There will not be an elephant coming in trying to wreck shop when I die. Okay. There might be a collection of like animals to come and pay their final respects. Just pay them no mind. Let them take a peek and give them a snack and keep it going. Okay. When I pass away, you know the snacks are gonna be fire. Okay.
I know the snacks
fire.
Listen, we
all right.
Not mention
And it's going. The soundtrack is going to be banging. And see, that's another thing. We can sell a soundtrack to the memorial.
We cannot sell a soundtrack. We not. Taz, I'm gonna start this show because we're not selling the soundtrack.
And we can have the
Taz Earn effect. No.
And here's the thing: we can sell like $2,000 packages for a meet and greet, the final meet and greet.
You know they did that to China, right?
Yes.
You understand they did that to China.
Where do you think I got the idea from? I didn't say the idea was original to me.
Listen, that woman made history in wrestling, and they had her urn out there. People taking pictures next to her urn. What do we? I'm gonna start this goddamn show. I ain't playing with you. Good Lord.
You start the show. I'm gonna make some coffee. Yay.
Yeah. You listen. That lack of Prozac is kicking that ass, ain't it?
It is.
That shit is wearing your ass out. You're like, hey, yo, what's up on that Zach? I'm going to need that Zach right quick, dog. Listen, life is messed up when I ain't got that Zach.
Well, they forgot that I moved.
I bet they did.
So wires got crossed.
Zach harder than a mug.
And I had to prove, because it's considered a controlled substance, that I am who I am and that I don't take it to get high, that I need it or things happen.
Taz is out here running on fumes of the Zach. She need $1.50 worth of Zach, goddamn it. Let's give her $1.50.
And then they're talking about take some St. John's wort in the in-between time. Baby, that ain't the same.
Listen, St. John's root ain't got shit on that Zach. That's it. Listen, that Zach, I take it from somebody who takes medicine to, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't bite people. If you try to take away my Adderall, I'm taking a testicle. I don't give a goddamn.
Yeah, let's not forget that while on Lexapro, I started a coup at the Grippy Sock Casino and Resort. That's what made them give me the Zach files. Okay. So
go ahead and take that. Go ahead. Let me tell you something. Without that Zach, Taz is a different animal. Taz walking around and talking about, so if we could microcontrol all the squirrels, right? And then we could sick them on President Trump. Maybe they'll find nuts, maybe they won't, but they'll bite the shit out of him. He'll get infected and he dies.
Okay,
like, whoa, Taz, wait a minute.
Actually, I learned how to make cucumber coconut water refreshers for squirrels, and evidently if you give that to the squirrels a couple times in the row, they will listen to you. So I figure if we could get those cups and just line them up to the White House, we could get maybe a Willard.
She is Zacking. Listen, this is a lack of Zach, goddamn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you have a lack of Zach. I'm trying to tell you, a lack of Zach, I have your ass out here going, so what if we could get all the birds that want to fly south? What if they fly north and shit on Donald Trump's head? That is a lack of Zach, goddammit. That's some Zach lacking.
See, Dread understands that when my world be jetted, there'll be problems. Exactly. All right, get the show going. I gotta
start the damn show. Go get.
I'm gonna go hop myself up on the on caffeine. Caffeine.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew and no Zach. God damn it. Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1 Ultimate Roar, damn it. We gonna start this show. Shit. If I was a Targaryen and I had to pick my dragon, it would be Godzilla. Balerion the Black who? Thomas riding Godzilla, goddammit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to a Misunderstandings and Financial Moving episode of The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Law Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud, upstanding member of the Outcast Nation. What do your mama joke this morning? You know, your mom is a big Game of Thrones fan. Pretty sure you didn't know that. You don't pay very much attention, and neither does your dad. So, your mom being a big big Game of Thrones fan, she loves dragons. Don't ask me why. Your mama like dragons, but and every week, at Mary, I'm having one now, and every week she just be during the week she just be walking around the house talking about Dracarys, because she loves dragons, right? But your father don't like none of that shit. So your father likes kissing fish because he fishes. Anyway, so she was out, and she was saying Dracarys, and I walked past. I said, "Oh, Game of Thrones fan?" She said, "Yeah, Game of Thrones fan." We get to talking, and she's like, "I love the dragon, especially Drogon. He's big and black." I was like, "Hey, yo." Really? I said, well, If you like big and black dragons, if you really like big and black dragons, I took around the corner, you know, to my luxurious truck. Next thing you know, she kept going.
I came down.
Now, every time she says your car, she has another memory, and your daddy still don't know no shit because he over there. I just want to kiss my fish, drive my truck, drink my wine, all other kinds of bullshit. You know what I mean? That's what. One and that, I love you. All right, kids. Is it just me or is the mediocreness getting a little bit thick? Like, who ordered the extra thick mediocre out here in the United States? Who ordered it? It is nasty work out in this bitch. It is disgustingly trifling work to be alive in America in 2026. Okay? It's mediocre like a mug. Bernie Moreno out here getting tough, talking tough to Anthony Fauci while his daughter is getting her ass whooped by a congressman, and he ain't said shit. Like, did Bernie Moreno actually, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna believe me unless I show it, or I'll let you listen. Hold on. This was Bernie Moreno's, like, when asked about his daughter, when asked about his son-in-law, Bernie Moreno said, let me see if I can find it. He had a whole bunch of shit to say. Like, all right, first off, let me let y'all listen to the son-in-law trying to cop please.
My former wife has claimed that during a custody exchange at my home that day, I assaulted her. Here's what actually happened, and I have the Ring doorbell footage that backs it up. She came to my home in a good mood, and we have text messages to prove it, which you'll have, to pick up our daughter early for a friend's birthday party. She was inside my house for several minutes when she left. The video shows her walking out, carrying our daughter calm, in the same good mood, showing no distress whatsoever. And as they left, you can hear me say, goodbye, I love you, and I love you, Ruthie. Literally.
Hey, bro, this is not, this ain't gonna work, dog. This ain't gonna work, bro. You not, this ain't gonna work. This is not, you're not beating them allegations with this bullshit, dog. You're not beating these allegations with this bullshit. Sorry. I love you and I love you, Ruthie. Oh, so now you love her. He talk about Ring camera footage outside. No Ring camera footage on the inside, though, huh, Max? But Bernie Moreno would much rather talk tough to Anthony Fauci than talk tough to the guy who is currently being accused of abusing his daughter and granddaughter in front. Like, come on, man. Come on, Bernie. Bernie, you out there tripping, dog. Bruh, you out here tripping. This is Bernie Moreno when it comes to Anthony Fauci.
Give up my businesses, sell them all, run for office, run for the United States Senate. Here I am sitting in front of you 6 years later saying, who the fuck do you think you were for doing that? It is a total disgrace what you did to this country.
Bernie, tough as hell, boy. Goddamn, Anthony Fauci will not escape my sight, goddamn it. Like, he's the, like, in warmest ass beatings, in blurry sight, no Anthony Fauci shall escape my sight. Let those who beat up on my daughter beware somebody's power. Bernie Marino, like, God damn it. Bruh. Bruh. My bad, Chuckles. My bad. But the fact that this has been going on for a while now, like Max Miller abused somebody in the Trump staff. He did. He did. And just for shits and giggles, I want y'all to know Max Miller replaced, what's his name? Goddamn shit. Kinzinger. Adam Kinzinger. Adam Kinzinger was a rock rib Republican. Probably still is. But he voted yes to impeach Donald Trump. And therefore he had to go. And Max Miller is what was replacing all of that. Here's something else.
Coming out saying that his son-in-law, Congressman... Here's Joe from Georgia. Well, Senator Bernie Marino from Ohio is finally coming out saying that his son-in-law, Congressman Max Miller, should resign from Congress over the violence and domestic abuse that he did to Senator Marino's daughter. Now, he's been very quiet on this until now it's out there in the news. But folks, there's something else behind it, and it happens to be blackmail from his own son-in-law, Max Miller.
Yo, blackmail? What? Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Wait, whoa, 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 hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Whoa, brother. Whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
What exactly could the son-in-law be blackmailing the father-in-law with? But anyway. So Bernie Marino right now, he is absolutely 100% top tier mediocre white man. Like, he is. That man is Nantucket water. Must be something in the water you drink. It's the same with every dude I heard. Must be something in the water you drink. Bernie Marino, why are you such a pussy ass bitch? Bernie's right there. Like, if y'all listen, Bernie Marino is right there. He's on the list for the Mediocre Award. He really is. A man that can talk tough to a doctor, but couldn't talk tough to the dude that is smacking his daughter in the mouth. And then this man and I'm gonna say it this way, he let Max Miller make that video. He did. Sorry, he did. Because there's no goddamn way in hell you gonna go out there and confess to a bunch of people some bullshit about my kid and me not holler at you. Oh, before you'd have made that video, you'd have been able to make it. You just had to make it with a little less teeth. Like, you just smiled and all this shit would have been gone. You just smiled and from here over and your goddamn jaw meat would have been gone. That's what you'd have looked like. You'd have looked like Javier Bardem in Skyfall, just pulling your teeth out. So Max Miller is definitely on the Mediocre Man Awards. But he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. Oh, he ain't the only one. Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson is a gay man trying to pretend like he's a straight man when in actuality he's a gay man, and we all know it. Like, it's and again, this ain't, the knock is not him being gay. The knock is him talking shit. You know what I mean? It's the fact that he is out here trying to pretend like he's somebody he's not. Benny Johnson is definitely on that list. Because Benny, this is Benny.
I want a name, okay? I need a name of a single black woman that had something to do with America's founding. Go.
Benny Johnson, the MAGA YouTuber, is trying to rewrite history and dismiss the black woman who helped shape America's founding. But Benny, what about Elizabeth Freeman? After hearing that the Massachusetts Constitution said all men are born free and equal, she sued for her freedom in 1781, won, and helped end slavery in Massachusetts. Or the writer Phyllis Wheatley Peters. As the first African American to publish a book of poetry, she praised liberty while calling out the hypocrisy of slavery. Or we could use Sarah Mapps Douglas as an example, who opened a school for Black children in Philadelphia and helped move forward the founding era's promises of liberty and equality by giving Black children access to education and opportunity. Of course, there's hundreds more that weren't written about in our history books. Their stories were scrubbed so white men could take center stage in our founding story, and Benny Johnson is trying to erase them all over again.
Name.
I fail to understand what is this white man obsession with trying to erase black people. Like, I don't understand this. Like, hey, yo, Benny. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where Benny's sexual orientation lie comes in. Because Benny can erase black people from history. Benny can talk shit about black women. Benny can talk shit about the contributions of black people, but Benny can't unsuck a black dick. I'm sorry, he cannot unsuck that black dick. Benny has had more black men in his mouth than the Los Angeles Lakers bus. Like, yo, that joke is never getting old. That joke is never getting old. Insert person has had more black in them than the Los Angeles Lakers bus. Ain't happening. Sorry, joke gonna be funny forever. Anyway, Benny is doing his absolute best to be a troll, but it's not working. It really isn't, because Benny, guess what? We all, we do have functioning eyes and functioning ears. You understand that, right? Like,
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
We can see you, buddy. We can see you. We see exactly what you're trying to do, and it ain't working. It's not, I'm sorry, Benny, it ain't working. You out here missing everything. Like, you couldn't hit the side of a boat. Like, you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat at this point. Okay? So Benny's out here trying to rewrite history when in actuality, he should just embrace the history and embrace the fact that he is a gay man. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry. I don't care. Listen.
And that had something to do with America's founding. Go. I mean, I can think of didn't Thomas Jefferson have like half his family with out of wedlock with the slaves? I think.
There's nothing funny about that. Sorry, there's absolutely nothing funny about that. This is why I venerate no man. I do not celebrate any white guy. I don't. I do not. Because the mediocrity scale on them, like, the bar was in hell. Thomas Jefferson wrote the beautiful Declaration of Independence. Yeah, and he couldn't keep his dick out of a goddamn 14-year-old. So shut up. I don't. I'm sorry, I just don't. Is Benny Johnson paying people to make posts claiming that he's straight?
Benny was not very well liked. I lived with Benny Johnson my freshman year of college, and he is one strange dude. The first thing Benny did when he got to college is he hung up a poster from his favorite movie, Step Up, starring Channing Tatum. Except the weird part is he cut out the part with the romantic interest of Channing. He said it was because he didn't want to be tempted by the corporeal form of Jenna Dewan Tatum. But the next thing Benny did was hang up a crucifix with Jesus. And he was kind of that pumped up evangelical, strong Jesus with the loincloth, but then like the six pack and stuff. Benny said he went to an evangelical church that really, really pushed you close to Christ. So whenever he would pray to Jesus, he would do so with his hand on Jesus's six pack. And he would also speak in tongues Benny was not very well liked on the dorm floor. He would call the police or call his youth pastor to our parties and try and get us in trouble. But Benny did have a vice. It was whipped cream, and he liked to take shots right out of the tube, just the top of the tube. He said it made him feel good, and a lot of his friends did it. Whipped cream. Eventually, Benny got in trouble. He was expelled from school. Now, he told everybody he got expelled from school for fighting somebody who said that God is the opiate of the masses. He was a communist. But it turns out the real reason that Benny got expelled was because he'd actually plagiarized an essay, specifically an essay for his Intro to Musical Theater class, a essay titled The Power of Kinky Boots. This is just satire. None of this happened. And the conservative movement tends to be pretty contradictory. There is a reason why Grindr shuts down at CPAC every year.
I just wish these people would just come out the closet. I truly do. I really truly do wish they would just, come out. Just come out. Don't stop. Listen. And again, this goes to my, the 3 laws of the Villains Guild. The first law is authenticity. If you notice it, the very first law is authenticity. You can't come into the guild pretending to be somebody else. We're not going to let you in. You got to be yourself. Okay? So just come out the closet. Like, nobody cares. Could you imagine how much better Benny would feel if he walked onto his show tomorrow and was just like, hey, if you're a guy in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, let me holler at you. Licky boom boom now. Licky boom boom, bitches. It's Licky boom boom with Bernard. That we doing Licky boom boom with Bernard. Maybe the some bitch would feel better. But instead, Benny not only has to play a straight man, but he got to play the most conservative, stupid, rock rib idiot walking around here. Like, bruh, Benny, just come out. Just come out. Nobody cares at this point. Nobody cares. Be yourself. And if you want to jump on top of some large black man's jank so you can go to Candy Mountain.
It's a Leo Pleurodon, Charlie. Magical Leo Pleurodon. It's gonna guide our way to Candy Mountain.
Just jump on their Leo Pleurodon and quit playing with the rest of us, sir. Just throwing it out there. So I put Benny Johnson as mid-tier mediocre right now. Bernie Moreno is high up on that list. Like, he's A-tier mediocre. But Benny, I'd have to put B or C tier mediocre. Then there's Stephen Miller. Oh, my God! Oh, Stephen Miller. Oh, Stephen Miller. Just listen to
communism. Straight up, the Democrat Party has embraced not only socialism, they've embraced communism. Straight up, outright, full-throated communism. They are now electing candidates who want to take private industry over, give it to the government, suspend the Constitution, abolish the Senate, abolish borders, abolish prisons, abolish jails, abolish the jury system, abolish our entire way of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know upon what cobra egg Stephen Miller's mama sat on, but I need that bitch to apologize. I need her to apologize to all of us. I need Stephen Miller. I need Stephen Miller's mama and daddy to apologize for the sex that created this little bastard. I need them. Step your ass to the front, please. Please. Every time I look at Stephen Miller, I think of his parents and I go, like, really? That's the nut that made it. That's the one time y'all had some good, and that was produced. I need both of y'all to apologize for. I need y'all to apologize to the bed y'all were on when y'all had sex to make this little bastard. Like, I do. I demand it. Know what I mean? I demand it. I demand that the Miller family, Stephen Miller's mama and daddy, no man with that much of a receding hairline should be talking to us without Rogaine. Like, he makes speeches like a guy with long Targaryen hair. And instead, he out here literally with male pattern baldness in his 20s and 30s.
Omar, these are people who even 10 or 15, the people you mentioned, the names you mentioned, AOC, Bernie, the Squad, Omar, these are people who even 10 or 15 years ago would have been relegated to the outer extreme fringes of the Democrat Party. They're now the center of the party. They're the heart of the party. They're the soul of the party. So
says a man who, in years gone past, Ronald Reagan would have beat his ass. Ronald Reagan would have beat his ass. Ronald, listen, Gerald Ford would have put pause on Stephen Miller. Gerald's like, well, okay, we've gotten past we've gotten past Watergate, and we try to heal the country. So do we have any ideas on how to heal the country? Here comes Stephen Miller in the background talking about, round up all the niggers and Jews and get them out of the country. Gerald was like, who said it? Who said it? Who said it? No, for real, you had such heart for that bullshit. Come on. Bring it. Gerald Ford's whole cabinet would have whooped Stephen Miller's ass. Like, they would have beat the shit out of him. Saying that shit out loud? Come on. Just.
it's not a coincidence that when you look at these violent Antifa demonstrations, you see any photograph of those who were assembled. To be blunt, not one of the people that is demonstrating looks like a normal person. Not one looks normal.
Stephen Miller really honestly believes that there are Antifa riots. What part of the game is this? Somebody should have beat his ass by now.
Get ready to slumber, let brother go home.
Stephen Miller is exactly what happens when you neglect a child and leave him to nothing more than Fox News. He is a Fox News baby. His mama and daddy had furious sex. His mama 9 months later gave birth to this little xenomorph. And then instead of them raising the little bastard and telling them, hey, them people over there across the street are nice. Leave them alone. Hey, you're Jewish, but you ain't got to be a prick. Hey, male pattern baldness of 6 is perfectly normal, you little son of a bitch. Instead of them teaching this little bastard anything, they let him explore. I just want to know what kind of angry thrust was going on when they made this little bastard. Can't believe it. The war on terror. Like, what was going on, man? Do y'all remember this some bitch thought torture was good? Oh, y'all don't know me? Yeah. Oh, y'all don't know me? Y'all don't know me? Oh, no. Oh, wait, y'all don't know me? Is it hold on. Are y'all forgetting who the hell I am? Oh, y'all forgot the bars I spit? Oh, word? Oh, you don't know me? Okay. Don't worry about it. No. You don't know me? No. Nope. Stephen Miller actually got his monkey ass out there and said, torturing is good. We should do more torture. Under normal circumstances, a son bitch saying that shit out loud, the Boab bird would have been at their front door. Torture is good. Torture is good. Hey, yo, pimpin', parking lot, 15, 11 minutes. I need you. Hey, little Steven. I don't care if you're 6. I don't give a shit if you're 6. Get your 6-year-old ass outside, bro. I need to holler at you, player. Player. Hey, player. I need you to holler at you. Pimper. Hey, playboy. 15, 11. That's all. At 6 years old, Stephen Miller would have got 15, 11. All the other kids in the neighborhood should have 15, 11 his little ass. All the kids talk about, Voltron's better than the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They got several Zords. It could be anybody. Hey, we should torture people. Hey, yo, what the wait, whoa. The hell did you just say?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What kind of shit is this? A 17-year-old Miller speaking into a microphone while sitting on a school bus in a footage filmed around the time of the U.S. invasion of Iraq. Miller delivers a satirical or provocative speech regarding Saddam Hussein and Iraqi civilians. What? It should have. Every child on the playground should have 15-11. Every child on the playground should 15-11. Listen, look at Tiny has been a member of Ghost Claw Productions Radio for 4 whole months. Thank you, Tiny. Thank you for your support. It should have been 15-11. 15. Listen, the only number Stephen Miller should have heard throughout his childhood is 15-11. 15-11. And that should have been code for if you walk your ass outside and get inside of that Honda Accord that you drive to school, we going to beat the dog shit out of you. 15-11. 15 goddamn left. Parking lot, pimpin'. Hey, pimpin'. Parking lot. So what tier of mediocre white man do we put Stephen Miller on? Well, he's got to be high up. He's got to be S tier. That is S tier mediocrity right there. That is S tier. That is S tier mediocrity. That is some S tier mediocrity right there. It is S tier. I'm sorry. You're not going to beat. You got to put in a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work to be S tier. Stephen Miller is one of the most violent sumbitches on the planet who couldn't take a punch in it. Do y'all remember when the guy got through the damn thing at the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Stephen Miller grabbed his wife's titty while putting her in front, trying to run away with your punk ass. Violent Antifa thugs. Meanwhile, when an actual thug did show up with free shipping and overnight delivery, Stephen Miller grabbing his pregnant wife's titty and putting her in front just in case the rounds come flying at his stupid ass. Bitch, you gonna catch these bullets. And follow up, Stephen Miller's mediocrity would not be S tier if it was not for his wife, Katie. Bitch, you do not have a catch. I need you to sit down. That bitch had the nerve to say, liberal people, the liberals don't have any beautiful men or sexy men. Bitch, you go to bed with Schmiegel every night and you got the goddamn, bitch, what's wrong with you? You let him on top of you. I'm gonna put this precious out. And you let him put a child in you, bitch. Liberal men aren't attractive. Says the woman that's currently going to bed with the Timu Schmiegel, looks more like a cobra, and it looked like a cobra had sex with a goddamn field mouse. Bitch. Katie Miller is the reason Stephen Miller is S tier. I'm sorry. What they say, behind every mediocre man, there's a mediocre white woman propping their bitch ass up. There, I said it. Come on now. Talking about liberal men aren't attractive. Bitch, you go to bed with that, okay? Listen, my wife's sexy as shit to me. When she sleeps, she's sexy. Her body's just right for me. But she goes to bed with me, okay? Listen, my sex appeal is still getting out of the house. That's how big and strong and long my goddamn sex appeal is. You know what I mean? It's still leaving the house. Show's been on for 51 minutes. My sex appeal is still coming out of the house. Okay? Know what I mean? Meanwhile, bitch, you go to bed with Voldemort's cousin. Voldemort. You got on aviator sunglasses. You got to look at that picture. First off, she looks like she's thinking, did I really let this lay on top of me? Secondly, why does he look like a broke-ass Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now with them goddamn aviator sunglasses on? Oh, no, Chuckles, that wasn't no goddamn rumor. That was not a rumor. That was not a rumor. Accidental, disgusting throuple, y'all. Stephen Miller looks like he could not recite the lines of none of Apocalypse Now. Are you an assassin? No, I'm a congressman from Illinois. You're neither. You're a grocery girl. Like, you know what I mean? You're an errand boy sent by grocery clerks to collect a bill. Now, you will excuse me. My dinner of lizards and ass cane is prepared. Like, get your look at it. Funk ass. Sex appeal. Bitch. I am as far left as you could possibly get it. Listen, I am sexier than Stephen Miller when I'm taking a shit. Bitch, sit your stupid ass down. So, we got to go to the next one. Good old Petey Heft. Good old Petey Heft, a.k.a. Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth.
Records. And when did that trend line start? Every month, our department breaks records. And when did that trend line start? On Election Day, 2024. When the American
Sir, you were talking about the Department of Defense. We're not supposed to be breaking records in the Department of goddamn Defense, sir. Do you understand what we do for a living? It is called the Department of Defense. If we're breaking records, the Hague want to holler at us. You know what I mean? Oh my God, the Department of Defense is breaking records and laws. Bitch, go sit your ass in the Hague. The ICJ want to holler at you. Never has a drunk done more for less. Never has a drunk done more for less. Can we all be honest? Listen, Doc Hazard sent me the breakdown video of Joseph Redden, a.k.a. the older millennial, getting drunk. And it is exactly what you thought it was. It is screen videos of Joseph Redden just passing out drunk on a live stream. Blacks ain't shit. Kitchen in the bedroom, bitch. Now, give that $1.5 trillion in a defense budget and shave his beard. It is Pete Hegseth. Whiskey Pete, if the Department of Defense are breaking records, there's a problem. We don't run like that. You know, our job is to go places and beat up people so that they stop effing with us. That's why it's called the Department of Defense. And then some bitches talking about, we started breaking records when? The election of 2024. You are out of your rabbit ass mind. Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, especially those of us who have actually been in the Department of Defense, those of us who have actually served in one branch of the military or whatever, we understand what our job is. Our job is to protect and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It is in our oath, okay? So we have a code. And they even made sure to put said code into a book. It's called the Uniform Code of Military Justice. There is a rule in that bitch for everything. How we're supposed to act, how we're supposed to dress, how we're supposed to respect each other, how we respect the rank structure, how the officers and non-commissioned officers that are put above us are the ones that make the decisions that we follow. It is called the UCM goddamn Jack, okay? There is nothing in the Uniform Code of Military Justice that says, as a member of the United States military, you're supposed to break records. That shit sounds like booty cheeks. Ash, you know you ain't never late to the sound of coffee. You know that. And no election. Listen, the military operates regardless of who's in the White House, who's in the Senate, who's in the Congress. It has always been this way. From the National Guard all the way to Delta Force. We don't give two shits who sits in the White House, the Senate, or Congress. We never have. For jackass, drunk-ass McGee over here to be like, we started breaking records in the election of 2024. Is the most ridiculous shit I ever heard come out of a white man, a defense guy, a person in defense, or even a guy with a suit and tie ever. Like, ever. I ain't never heard no shit like that before. Exactly. And just for shits and giggles, kids, they're begging for $1.5 trillion. I want you to look up how many times, Taz, you could do this, how many times has the Department of Defense failed an audit? Just Google it. Google how many times the Department of Defense has failed an audit. They're begging for $1.5 trillion. I want you to keep that 1.5 T in your head. Look at how many times the Department of Defense has failed an audit. When I left in 2021, they were up to 8 years. They were up to 8 years. 8 in a row. 8 in a row. 8 in a row. 8 since 2018. Be safe, Mary. Love you to death. Kiss that husband. Kiss that kid for me, please. They failed 8 audits since 2018. 8. And you mean to tell me they need $1.5 trillion for what? There's a record we broke. Most times failing the audit in government history.
People said, I want to serve under this president. And that new name, the Department of War, has become the ethos, the warrior ethos of our department again.
Warrior ethos. Now, for my military career that ended in 2021, I achieved the rank of staff sergeant. That's nothing to sneeze at, and I wore it with distinction. I wore it with honor, okay? And yes, my career was made in unit supply. Here's a little factoid, or as we like to call it, Tales of the Young Rogue. I did ROTC every year I was in high school. I did. I signed up for it. I continued to sign up for it. And I made it to the rank of captain. Okay. I went from sergeant first class to officer. I made it to the rank of captain. No, did I make it a captain? No, first lieutenant, excuse me. First lieutenant, right? First lieutenant. My job was supply in high school. In high school. I was the one that did the inventory of uniforms. I'm the one that made sure that the uniforms fit. I'm the one that made sure that if your shoes were a little bit too big or a little bit too small, I was the guy that you came to. And this wasn't just for my ROTC classes, for all ROTC classes in Westport High School. I did this for 4 years. Now, With that being said, a lot of people are like, well, you did 20-something odd years and all you did was stats on. Yes, I also did 3 different branches. Army Reserves, United States Navy, and the United States Army. Active duty on both sides. Now, yes, I made my bones in supply, and I was damn good at it. Throughout my career, I was responsible for over $700 million worth of equipment, and it might be more. I haven't counted it all up. But I have been to Afghanistan. I did a deployment. To Afghanistan. I have been in a combat unit. I was in the FSC 92nd Engineers. They went and built FOBs and COBs. I did that. Never had a bullet shot at me. Never going to lie on my record. I'm just not. I am never going to lie on my record. I did not ever point my weapon and shoot in anger towards an enemy. It never happened. I do not wear a combat action badge. I do not wear a combat infantry badge because I never had any of that happen. But like they say in the military, nothing flies without supply. And I am proud of the fact that when those guys did go outside of the wire, I was one of the people that made sure that all of their equipment was up to date. It was checked. They got their proper weapon that they had sighted and they had fired and qualified with. I made sure that if they needed magazines, I got them. If they needed rounds, I counted every single round. I told them, bring back the brass if you can. If not, make sure that you know this is how many rounds you went out with, however many you spent, and whatever you bring back, we are going to add all of that up to make sure you got exactly what you got. I am proud of the fact that I did that. I am very proud of the fact that I did that. I'm also proud of the fact that I do not have to lie about my record because it is what it is. It is what it is. I served with distinction. I retired with honor. With that being said, I never needed a name change to make myself feel important. I never had to say unit war supply. I never had to say that shit. I was unit supply. Yes. 30 level. Yes. I'm a little bit rusty because I've been out for almost 6 years, but goddamn it, you give me some time and some effort, I can go back in and do the exact same shit I was doing before. And could be paid a government salary to do it. I could. I'm a little rusty because, again, it's been 6 years. And I know the systems have changed. But I'm pretty sure I can get the hang of it. I could help some E5 right now get his or her supply room up to snuff. I can do that. I never had to change and say, well, because I served in a war, I was part of the war supply. No, I was part of supply. Pete Hegseth, I don't think has ever busted a cap in anger. I'm sorry, I don't. I just don't. I just don't. I'm sorry, I don't. And the fact that they needed a change of a department so that this ambition feel important. This is the most mediocre shit I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. And he continues to keep talking.
Here, and I will know the flyovers will indeed continue until morale improves. But that's also spirit. Parades, 250, flyovers, the American people seeing and feeling their military in ways they have not in the past. That's spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to feel your goddamn military. Bitch, you're paying for it. Okay? You do not need military flyovers and parades and shit. Bitch, you know what the hell we do. You spend a lot of money on it. At this point, the Department of Defense is a hooker that you keep paying, and all she keep doing is promising tricks. That's what the bitch does. Daddy, if you give me $700 billion, I'm going to let you put it in my booty hole. Bitch, you been saying that shit for 25 years. Goddamn hard on is dead at this point. I'm so goddamn hard right now, I had to go to the doctor to make sure I didn't have priapism. And guess what? I do. It's just a hand job that never ends. This is spending money on defense in the United States is the driest hand job anybody's ever got, male or female. Okay? Ladies, if a guy plays with your lips but never touches coochie, you gonna feel a kind of way. You could be like, hey, yo, what is going on up in this bitch? How could you get to the pumps and the bump part, sir? It's about people need parades and shit. No, we don't.
You want to stand up here and talk about the troops' political courage to actually fund our department because you have Trump derangement syndrome and can't actually commit to anything meaningful. You want to stand up here and talk about the troops' political...
Sir, with all due respect, and I do not speak for all of the men and women in uniform, but I'm going to need you to take the bass out of your voice when you talk about us. Sit your monk ass down. So what tier would we put Pete Hegseth's mediocrity? Maybe we go A tier? Y'all think he's an A tier? Y'all think he's A tier mediocre? He has a job. And that's the only reason I would put him in A tier. Because if he didn't have a job and was still talking this shit, he'd be Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller is S tier. That's some S tier shit. We don't even know what Stephen Miller's job is. We don't. I think Stephen Miller is the official government cigarette butt smoker. That's what I think he is. Okay, we got two S tiers. I've seen two people say S tier mediocre. I'm gonna go with conventional wisdom. I'm gonna go with the fans. Pete Hegseth is S tier. Okay, he is definitely S tier. He is S tier mediocre. Kim has been a member of Gen X has been a member of Ghost Claw Productions Radio for 6 months. Congratulations. He doesn't need all the extra money. He has extra. He does. With all due disrespect, your dick's far too small for you to have that much bass in your voice when you're talking to me. Thank you. Listen, and Star has eaten the dirt. Star is a once a Marine, always a Marine. Star's a Marine. She'll tell you in a heartbeat, bitch, you don't have enough dick to be talking like you talking. So. You do not have enough peni for that, buddy. J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance. What can possibly be said about Captain Couchbanger is goddamn self? I feel like to even talk about J.D. Vance, this must be plain. You can't do it up. You got to talk about him with the music in the background. Has anybody ever had a more or less useful vice president? J.D. Vance makes Dan Quayle look like Theodore Roosevelt. He does. J.D. Vance, whose white baby is this? Whose goddamn white baby is this? This is a very...
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
This is a very, very, very unaccomplished human being. This is a very, very, very unaccomplished man. J.D. Vance wrote the worst book on white people since the white pages in a telephone book. I need y'all to look at the picture that's on the screen currently. Look at that man. Is that the man you want leading the country if the Decepticons invade? Is this the man you want leading the country if Cobra Commander and the rest of Cobras decide to invade? Is this the man you want to look to for any level of leadership? Any level. JD, I would feel bad if JD Vance managed a Kinko's copy place. He had to grow a beard to look more manly. He did. How do you have all of Peter Thiel's money and dick in your mouth and you still dress like a guy? He dressed like a less intelligent Jethro Bodine. I don't want JD Vance running a Girl Scout cookie shop. He is so unremarkable that it is not even funny. Because you got to think about it. You're comparing this vice president to the other vice president. He's damn sure not a Kamala Harris. Mike Pence next to JD Vance looks like He-Man next to Squidward. You know what I mean? This son of a bitch is the cooler. The last pope shook his hand and died the next day. And the fact that Erica Kirk is trying to replace Charlie Kirk with JD Vance. Erica, do you not know what good dick is? Is that the problem? Is that the problem? Do you not understand what a good man even looks like? Like, bitch, how? How do you replace all gums, no teeth with all couch, no dick? Like, what? How do you do this? You know it's bad when your boss, aka the president of the United States, does not think about you at all. At all. At all. Donald Trump looks at JD Vance like his third son. He didn't like the first two. What the F makes you think he's gonna like the third one? It's the fact, and literally, this rumor has launched 1,000 versions of Gimme the Couch. JD Vance has never, ever stood in front of a microphone and denied the fact that he banged the couch. We make ottoman jokes out of this bitch. JD Vance and the couch equals an ottoman with a beard. Like we do not give enough credit for this man being how he's the worst vice president in the history of vice or presidents and shit. You know what I mean? Listen to him talk.
Like, my life is, dude, totally transformed. I don't go to the grocery store anymore. People go to the grocery store for me. Most of my meals, like when I cook a meal, it's like, I love to cook, actually. Big baker. I like to cook for my kids as a special occasion, but I don't have to cook anymore because I've got an army of people who are willing to like cook me my food. My life is so weird. I fly around on a 757, no more TSA lines for me and the kids. It's so weird. Like, my life is, dude.
Donald Trump picked a goddamn virgin frat boy as his vice president. He might as well just say he lives in mom's basement. Listen, if I didn't tell y'all that was JD Vance, and you heard that, y'all would think that's an incel living in mom's basement. I don't cook for myself, you know. Somebody goes out and gets groceries for it. You would like, you incel son of a bitch. That's the vice president of the United States. Oh, word. That's the vice president of the United States? Are you for real? What the fuck? He's a lame. JD Vance is he's living Forrest Gump life, but he makes Forrest Gump look like Albert Einstein in this bitch. He literally, I'm a creep, I'm a loser, that couch is so special. I wish I was special. Like we got to have a creep level. Like what tier would you put JD Vance on? What tier? I'm gonna just be honest with you. C tier at best. C tier at best. If Donald Trump kicks the bucket within the next 6 months, we got to worry about whether or not old Ottoman man over here is going to bang the goddamn couch in the White House, in the Oval Office, before we even find out whether or not we go into goddamn war and shit. Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President. We have credible evidence that Mumra and the mutants are here, sir. We have credible evidence they have invaded, sir. What are we gonna do? Wow, I gotta think about it. Everybody leave and turn the lights off right quick, because me and the couch got to talk. I'll figure out something. Me and the couch got to talk. I'm thinking C tier at best. I am thinking C tier at best. He is a C tier mediocre white man. Listen, he would be F tier if it wasn't for the fact he like banging couches. That's a truism. I'm dead ass about that. If it was not for the fact that he's sleeping with couches, he would be F tier. He would be F tier. F. Like, he only gets D tier, C tier, because he can't get hard unless there's a Broyhill in the room. You know what I mean? C tier for couch. There you go. He's C tier for couch. Next up on the list. Why is Elon Musk? Why is Elon Musk? Why? Just why? Why is Elon Musk? What? Why? Why is Elon Musk? Why? Why? I'm asking this question as serious as I possibly can. Why? Why is Elon Musk?
A 250 million people follow me.
Do you think what you're doing is helpful for Western democracy?
Maybe some people do loathe me. And that's probably true. I don't care. But the fact that, as you pointed out, a 250 million people follow me is that I think a lot more people actually like me than don't. And I think a lot more people hate you and the media more than you realize.
This is a man who mails his nut milk to white women to produce babies. Oh my God! I need this to be understood. I need this to be understood. Okay? All 4 of my children were produced with some in-out action. Okay? Their mothers and I had consensual, dirty sex. You know what I mean? Sometimes on a rug, sometimes on a bed, but that's how my 4 children were born. I have never, and I mean this, I mean this. I have.
What is that?
Yes, that's how my kids got here. No artificial insemination. That shit was natural insemination. I have never, I'm raising my right hand to Rao. I have never nutted in a cup, put it on frozen ice, on dry ice, put it in the mailbox and mailed it to any woman for them to get pregnant. It's never happened. Be safe, Dragon. Little act of kindness does a world of good. How did we let this below average, pudgy, mayonnaise colored son of a bitch become anything that we need to talk about? Everybody tells about Elon Musk is a genius. The only thing he's a genius at is hair plugs. The picture on the screen right now is Elon Musk and his natural hair. That's Elon Musk's natural hair. And as you can see, that forehead is winning the battle of the hairline right now. That forehead is currently winning the battle of the hairline. That hair is retreating like Custer should have. Hold on. Question, not a joke. Elon is the name of the founder of one of the 12 tribes of Israel. True. Does he think he's receding that tribe? I don't know. I know his father. Elon Musk's father looks like a predator. Like, I'm not talking come here, kids, I got some candy. I'm talking about Yautja. He looks like a Yautja. Elon Musk's daddy looked like he's just here for trophies. Y'all seen that man? Have y'all seen that man? Elon Musk is not a smart man. Elon Musk buys businesses and then stands in front of them like he did something. Looky, mommy, poo-poo, and potty. It boggles my ever-loving mind that women agreed to carry the seed of this mayonnaise-colored below-average son of a bitch. It boggles my mind that they're right now, somewhere in one of the, I know it's either on the radio, I know it's either on the radio or in a chat someplace. There's a bunch of incels right now that are sitting in the tighty-whities with piss stains on them, typing furiously in a comment section about what I am saying about this mediocre son of a bitch. Can't believe Thomas Bishop would say that about Elon. Elon had money. Okay. So, he got a little money. And money does not equal lack of mediocrity. I said what I said. And this should actually be a billionaire roundup. Because Elon's not the only one. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, all of them. Below average dudes. But they have money, and therefore people have to listen to. Look at that face. Look at that face. He mails splooge because ain't nobody trying to see that old face. Ain't nobody trying to see the old face of this piece of shit. Tesla. So, come and get the Cybertruck. Bitch, if you don't get away from me, I will spray your ass with mace. Go away. Going on a date with Elon Musk is...
Lana.
What?
Danger zone.
Danger zone. This man said he lost a child to the woke mind virus. I'm not... Listen.
Lost my son, essentially. So, they call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah,
all right. So the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead. He's killed by the woke mind virus.
It was at that point that I wanted to piss in this man's coffee. At that point, right there. I was having a pretty decent Sudoku day, walking around. And this was 2024, November. Right. So I'm just having a regular schmegular day, Scan a few TikToks, you know what I mean? I'm on these TikTok streets like a hooker. Scan. My FYP is all completely weird. And that came up. Woke mind virus is why Elon Musk supposedly lost his son, who is now a daughter. Anyway. when I heard that, when I heard those words being used, woke mind violence, I realized right then and there that this man's money don't mean shit. He is about the most mediocre bitch I've ever seen in my adult life. But again, this should be the billionaire roundup. Because be honest with yourself. All these people they keep telling us we should suck up to and we should strive to be. Look at them. Who wants to wake up tomorrow morning and look like or be like goddamn Mark Zuckerberg? Mark Zuckerberg looked like he's waiting on an update from Apple, okay? Jeff Bezos has a wandering biggie eye that he will not wear sunglasses for. Like, sir, your shit over here, man, if you don't put on some sunglasses, we ain't got to see that eye, please. The best thing that ever came out of Jeff Bezos' life was Mackenzie Scott, his ex-wife, who, by the way, if you're listening, ma'am, I understand that you're giving money to organizations to help their community. You know, $100,000 investment in GCPR would reap dividends. That's all I'm saying. Peter Thiel looks like a hot dog that's about to burst. I'm sorry. Sorry. Don't care. Don't care. Sorry. Dre said he built like a struggling deep breath. Looks like he's allergic to the sun. And Ash is absolutely right. Being a billionaire is inherently evil. It is. You don't aspire to be these people. You aspire to be Robin Hood, only with a sword that takes heads like Highlander, bitch. You don't. I want to be a billionaire. No, I want one. A decapitated billionaire is a great thing. That's all I can tell you. A decapitated billionaire is fantastic. Who is aspiring to be Bill Gates? A man so bereft of friends that when he got gonorrhea from a Russian hooker, allegedly, he went to Jeffrey Epstein, who was the one that hooked him up with this Russian hooker, allegedly, to get antibiotics that he could crush up and put in his wife's drink or put in her food because he might have given her some of that gonorrhea, allegedly. I want to wake up and be that. Yeah, I was out there slinging this dick. I was out there slinging this Bill Gates dick and got me some of that clap. Hey, Jeff, you got any antibiotics I can crush up and put in a wife's food so that way she don't know that she got the clap? So for all billionaires in general, but Elon Musk in particular, what tier would you put this mediocre bitch on? What tier? I'm thinking A tier. I'm thinking A tier. Not cream. We need Marine. Mediocrity rule everything around me. Marine, get the money. Mediocre bitch, y'all. I'm thinking A tier. I'm thinking A tier mediocrity. For the entire billionaire class in general, but for Elon Musk in particular, I'm thinking A tier. All that money, and this son bitch couldn't buy a clue if you threw it at him. Like, hey, bitch, don't nobody like you. I'm thinking A tier. I'm thinking A. Who we got next? Oh, boy. I got to go with this one because it's sad. It's just sad. Dana White. Dana White, I need him to get off them fire and them roids. I need him to get off that shit. I need him to get off that shit because Dana White just be saying shit. You know what I mean? Dana White just be talking. This is Dana White.
I hate this whole men's mental health bullshit that they talk about. Unfortunately, when you're a man, you are the provider. You are the one that takes care of your family. You are the example for your kids when they grow up, and your sons, and your daughters. And you, unfortunately, you can't be that guy. I see these guys posting on social media. Oh, I had a bad day and I'm so sad, and all this other crazy shit.
So unattractive.
It's unattractive to other males, let alone women.
Ladies and gentlemen, that right there has got to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard come out of a man's mouth in 54 goddamn years. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And this is why Dana White has to be on this list. Dana White is quite possibly the human form of a toasted ham sandwich with no goddamn condiment at all. Dana White got CTE from a hug. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard come out of a man's mouth. Gentlemen, notice he said unattractive to other males first. Yep, he did. He did. Gentlemen, I don't know who needs to tell you this, but take it from a guy who owns a penis. We're not blocks of granite. We are actual goddamn human goddamn beings, okay? You damn right we have bad days. You are damn right we have bad days. We do. And yes, we get sad. So sad, in fact, we might cry. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. You are not a robot with a dick. You're a grown human being. If what Dana White was saying was anywhere near possibly being true, then why do men have tear ducts? Why? But guess what? It's also dangerous. It is also dangerous because, and I'm trying to be as nice about this as I possibly can, shit like that is why men take themselves off the census. This is why. That thought process. Let me tell y'all something. I'm never coming in this bitch lying to you. It's never going to happen. Number one, because I care too damn much. Number two, there might be somebody who is going through the same struggles I'm going through. And number three, and probably more importantly, probably the most important part of it all, is I don't have to lie to you. I do not have to lie to you. None of this shit. Listen, whatever fame I get out of this shit is just that. But I'm going to be my goddamn self. I'm going to be the man my mother and father raised me to be. Period. Exactly, Shad. How much better would men be if we focused on our goddamn mental health? Over the past week, 2 weeks, how many stories have y'all heard of men taking a whole family out, taking a wife out, taking a wife and the kids out, taking the wife, the kids, and the kid that was in the house at the same time? How many of those goddamn stories have you heard? Now, no excuse for any of them bastards. None of them. But imagine if America cared about men's mental health as much as they care about men being strong, masculine, manly. I am as much of a provider in my home while dealing with my mental health issues as I would be if I wasn't. I said what the F I said. Kiss my dick. Kiss my mother effing dick. If you think in 2026, I'm going to try to sit here and pretend like I don't go through something to uphold some bullshit code about masculinity that nobody's ever wrote down, you can suck my dick the long way. It ain't happening. I'm sorry. I am going to be my damn self, and I don't have to lie to anybody because, listen, my mother and father are dead. Those are the only two people I ever really truly had to answer to. My wife is my partner. I don't She don't sit at home raising our daughter. She works. This is my job. And I bring in enough money between Social Security disability and veterans benefits to pay off the house, pay the shed, pay my insurance, buy some comic books. I still provide even though I'm sitting in front of this microphone. So no, I'm not about to sit here and pretend like I'm not going through something. Rach, be safe out there. Love you. I'm not pretending. Pretend he's nuts. But Dana White is a dangerous person saying that shit. Because he said, I don't believe in this men's mental health shit. And then men go out and take out their entire family. Do you believe it yet, Dana? Do you believe it yet? You're a dangerous meathead. You are the living embodiment of a ham sandwich with no goddamn condiment. And mind you, this is a man that came up with power slap, which is basically just people stealing on each other, after smacking the shit out of his wife. Again, I don't know what this traditional woman shit is that y'all continue to talk about. I didn't have a traditional mother. What the F makes you think I'm going to have a traditional wife or a traditional family? But what is that shit? The hell does that even mean? It means nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing. Men struggle. I should know. I've struggled. And nobody is ever going to question whether or not I'm a man. Okay? I struggle. I get up in the morning sometimes and I don't feel like being here. Do y'all hear what I'm trying to tell y'all? I flip a coin, either physically or mentally, to figure out whether or not today's going to be the day I do the sound of coffee or somebody does my goddamn eulogy. That's me. But I'm not about to sit here and pretend. Pretend for what? Pretend for what? At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the thought processes of Dana White is what is killing men. This is what is killing men. And for us to continue to embrace something that hurts us, as opposed to anything that might actually, help us, it is all the fault of this walking, talking brick. He is a brick of meat. Okay? You can hit the pause if you want to. He's a brick of meat with shoes on and running UFC, which is nothing but bricks of meat punching each other in the goddamn face in a cage, and people going, yeah, here's more. Throwing some tits and ass, and you have everything that is wrong with masculinity. What tier would you put this block of spam? What tier would you put this block of spam on? What tier? Personally, A tier. For me, A tier. Because he's dangerous. He is goddamn dangerous. It's not the fact that he's saying this shit. I'm saying he's saying it, and young men are hearing it, and they're going through life thinking that if they shed so much as a goddamn tear because they're sad, all of a sudden, they're not manly. So me, A tier. A tier mediocrity. A tier. Straight up at the top of the list, A tier. Dead ass. A tier. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me. He's A tier because he's dangerous. That is a dangerous, dangerous block of spam. He is bricked up spam. That's what he is. A tier, period. He's the reason men out here crying. Like, men. There was a book that came out a couple of years back called Men Cry in the Dark. And it talked about shit like that. I go to therapy. I don't make no secret of this. I don't make a single honest. I will not lie to this shit. Yes, I go to therapy. I got a therapy appointment on Friday, right? Because I got to get this shit out of here. My wife will tell you I spend way too much time in my head, and it's true. It is true. As a 54-year-old man, I still crave the approval of my dad, who's been dead almost as long as I had him when he was alive. Okay? So you goddamn right I go through it. You damn skippy I go through it. And I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all. If you are a man and you are listening to this show or you're watching this show, I'm going to say something to you. F F all of what Dana White is saying. Look me in the face when I tell you this. It is okay to not be okay. It is okay to say that. It is okay to seek help. It is okay to be spiritual. It is okay to dig off in your faith as long as it is something that helps you in here. It ain't about these and it ain't about your toughness. It's about being tough enough to say, I'm not good today. F Dana White, A tier, mediocre, period. Way to go, like Lee spam out of this. But I'm proud of you too, because I know Way to Go goes through it too. Shav goes through it. Merv goes through it. We go through it. Chaos goes through it. Because we're men. And it's okay. So A tier, mediocre in a nutshell. We got 40. We are at 9:42. There's a name I haven't mentioned. But y'all already know who it is. You already know who it is. But to give you an example of an illustration of the mediocrity of this man, I want you to think this. Right now, in Washington, D.C., there are bronze statues that got painted gold. Bronze statues that got painted gold. Right now, the White House, our house, the people's house, half of it has been demolished to put in a ballroom nobody wanted, and that architectures are looking at going, there's not a bathroom in that bitch. Right now, there is a wall of presidents outside of the Oval Office that features the former president of the United States as an auto pin. And his predecessor is called Barack Hussein Obama with a long ass plaque in front of it talking shit. Right now, there is a plaque in front of the Smithsonian Institute that says that this isn't the real history. The Smithsonian, which has been around longer than this particular man has been alive. Ladies and gentlemen, the king, the King Alpha, the top of the mother effing pile, the most mediocre man breathing air today. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. The mediocre list was created because of him. Do y'all understand over the past 10 years, over 10 years, we, and I do mean the collective we around the goddamn world, have been subjected to and unfortunately painfully made aware of some of the worst men and women in American history, thanks to Donald John Trump. Donald John is literally America's herpes. Donald John.
Well, now what we're doing is we're talking to them in the form of a negotiation. It begins tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see if it's true. I'd love to do that, save a lot of lives, save a lot of unnecessary power, to be honest with you. It'll take many, many years to ever build it back. If it could, I don't think it would be even buildable back. So we had a...
This man is in negotiations with a country he attacked to stop the war he started. If that shit doesn't scream, my dick is so small, my balls continue to smell like pee, I don't know what does. Annabelle with the $2.
Donations, gifts.
No man in human history has been rewarded for the lowest common denominator more than this man. The president that lasted all of a few weeks because he decided to give his goddamn inauguration speech in a snowstorm and caught pneumonia did more in that speech than Donald Trump has ever done in his goddamn life. This man is trying to negotiate himself out of a war he started. You know who isn't at the table? The other mediocre ass white man who he's doing his mediocrity through violence. Donald Trump is doing his through words, and that is Benjamin Netanyahu, Benny from the Delta. But no. This is about this slobbering, bulbous, 80-year-old, shit in a diaper, octogenarian piece of shit. Would you know, listen, if Donald Trump had never been elected president, we would still know who Andrew Tate is, but he wouldn't be in America. I can guarantee you that much. The podcast bros would be a little bit quiet if Donald Trump was not elected president. Kevin Samuels would have died and nobody would have gave a shit. Theo Vaughn would not be out here talking to candidates. Joe Rogan would still be trying to drink ivermectin and talk about adrenochrome. We goddamn what's his face, the dude Jim Caviezel. We, as American citizens, are witness to the biggest blunder in American history since the goddamn Civil War. The invasion of Iraq in 2003 looks like a masterstroke by goddamn Eisenhower compared to electing this bitch twice. The very reason none of us will ever know what is truly in them Jeffrey Epstein files is because of this bulbous mother effer right here. This fat Slavic humanoid who is neck deep or throat pussy deep in the Jeffrey Epstein file. We know this. We know this. The worst president in American history. That's not me saying it. That is his story. His second term is outpacing his first. Put it this way. His first term is looking down on his second term, laughing at it. That's how bad it is. That is how bad it is. His first term is looking at his second term going,
wedding supper be way down yonder in a hickory in a cottonwood in a eucalyptus tree, Crambo.
And it is the fact that this Slavic 80-year-old pop time, pudding time piece of shit is in the White House in the first place is because he had no policy. He had no idea of what the F he wanted to do. And he didn't think he was going to win. So with him thinking, I'm not going to win this, there's no way in hell these people would put me in the levers of power, he felt ballsy enough to say whatever the F he wanted to and appeal to the lowest common denominator American citizen. It does not take smarts to be president, Donald Trump. It doesn't. This man is simplicity in shoes. This is the simplest son of a bitch living and breathing, and his sycophant followers are more simple than him. I'm serious. He's Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder, goddammit. Annabelle, Donald Trump makes Buchanan look like FDR. Okay? I have a personal beef with this piece of shit. And thank you, Dred, for reminding me. This bulbous bitch sold meat at the Sharper Image. Can we get a picture of what, Taz, can we get a picture of what is normally in a Sharper Image, please? Because I don't think y'all feel me. I don't think y'all feel me. I am a steak connoisseur. Okay? And Angry once again reminds us the most elaborate plan to stay out of prison, and it's working. Who sells meat at a place you can get one of those goddamn Einstein balls, where it's just 5 balls, you just tap the one at the end and they just go tick tick. Who in the hell decided they want to buy that in a goddamn porterhouse at the same place? Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand.
In the infamous words of Don Jr., sometimes the jokes just write themselves.
I have to put a little bit more effort into my full State of the Union response, but let's talk about a guy that mumbles through everything. Actually, at least
I've just raised the stakes.
and God steaks, like the piece of meat. He got. I think we did a video on that one a little while ago, right?
When it comes to great steaks, I've just raised the stakes.
And God,
if you cooked a Trump steak that you bought from the Sharper Image from me, I assume that you want to dig my mother up, and I assume I'm going to have to kill you. I'm going to have to take you off the census. Sir. If my wife came home with a Sharper Image Trump steak, I would assume she's cheating on me. And I would also assume that her boyfriend is probably in the bedroom, and I got to kill them both. The whole house has to burn. I will call somebody to come get Asia. She don't deserve this level of bullshit. This man sold meat at the Sharper Image. On the screen right now is what a Sharper Image looks like. On the screen right now is what a Sharper Image looks like. You imagine if you could buy fresh chicken at a Best Buy. Just Home Depot hot dogs. Go ahead. Chow down on one of them. I loathe this man to my bones. Like, there's a part of me, there's a part of my soul that is black because I just hate this man so goddamn much. Raise the stakes. He's not a cattleman. Listen, that ain't never stopped him from doing shit, Annabelle.
Donations, gifts.
Donald Trump is a hookworm infection. And it is because of him. And I want y'all to see the rainbow effect that we have gotten in this second term. Okay? Because of him, RFK Jr., an environmental lawyer, is the head of Health and Human Services. And we got, what is that, screwworm in the face of cows? Donald Trump. Because of Donald Trump, we, as American citizens, paid for war crimes. Blowing up boats off of the coast of Venezuela, saying that there's drugs in them, and then going in and snatching the president of Venezuela using Delta Force. And every dude on the Delta Force should have been like, I'm not following this goddamn instruction. Bitch, I'm going to jail if I do this. We are all privy. Every one of us are privy to war crimes. War crimes. Why not? We don't give a shit about international law. Screw that bitch. She ain't never gave me no pussy. International law, these nuts, that we are all paying for war crimes. Because of Donald Trump, Kristi Noem had a job that didn't require her ass to even be able to read. Buy a fridge and a grill, get a pack of Oscar Mayers for free. The hell, I wouldn't eat it. As a Jersey native, how can you bankrupt a casino and hotel and can't they arrest our president for war crimes or Netanyahu? They can if we believed in goddamn international law, but we don't. The ICJ has no power over the United States. The ICJ has no power over Israel. Hence the reason they have not arrested either one of these bastards. Because to be arrested, listen, you can, John Fetterman, you can bring your long, big, dumb, lurch-looking ass over here and talk shit about Zoran Mamdani all the hell you want. That boy didn't lie now one time. He is wanted. Benjamin Netanyahu is wanted for war crimes. There. And get your big, long, dumb ass out of here. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we would not have been subjected to over 10 years of bullshit. Because of Donald Trump, Linda McMahon is the head of the Department of Education, a job the bitch lied about when she tried to get the same job in Connecticut. Because of Donald Trump, there is a board made up of a bunch of goddamn athletes, all of whom got some questionable shit in their background, talking about the presidential fitness test, bringing that shit back. Because of Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, the attorney general at the time, stood in front of Congress and talked about the stock market being over 50,000 points while the survivors of Jeffrey Epstein sat right behind the bitch. Donald Trump. The mediocrity list, it starts and ends with him. Just on, I'm going to just say this, just on TikTok. Just on TikTok. And when I say both sides of the aisle, I'm not playing. Corn Pop, the guy with the nasty shit stain on underneath his lip, we wouldn't be talking about him were it not for Donald Trump. Chatty Matty, the loudest racist leftist I've ever seen in my entire adult life, would not be a viable person to be speaking to were it not for the fact that Donald Trump made it easier for people to talk to him. We got a super chat from Miss Annabelle.
Donations, gifts.
I need y'all to hear what I am trying to say to you, okay? My war against mediocre white men started because a mediocre white man with a mullet had the nerve to continue to say some shit about me, but not with me being in the room, because he's a pussy. I've said that many times. And if you're listening, you're still a bitch. Remember, lions eat hawks. That's all I'm going to tell you. But that enraged me. That pissed me off. Because there isn't a timeline. There isn't a multiverse that exists to where these mediocre hoes should be even able to talk to me. This list was made by the bones of Charlie Kirk. We wouldn't even know of Charlie Kirk's mediocreness were it not for the fact that Donald Trump made the shit. He picked up a rock and mediocre white men just started to run out like roaches and shit. Ooh, 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 look at my mediocreness. Ah! Charlie Kirk had more gums than teeth, no goddamn college education, and was afraid of black pilots when his ass ain't got a pilot's license. Bitch, sit your ass in the chair and shut up. Who you talking to? When I get on a plane, when I see a black pilot, I'm like, oh, I sure hope he's qualified. Are you qualified to fly this plane? You're not? Then go sit your bitch ass in first class and enjoy your mimosa, sir. All gums, no teeth. Nobody ever. I wish he had said that shit in front of me. Oh, Lord, I wish he had said that shit in front of me. When I see a black pilot, I'm like, I sure hope he's qualified. Charlie, you're not qualified to fly the goddamn plane. If the black pilot passes out or dies in the cockpit, can you fly a 747? No, sit your funk ass down. We had to be subjected to weeks of, you made fun of Charlie Clark. Yeah, I did. I made fun of him before he died. I made fun of him at the moment of death. I'm making fun of his ass now, and I will continue to do so. Because on no planet is Charlie Kirk even worthy of speaking my name. I have something he doesn't, a career and a college degree. That man got more gums than teeth. Every time he smiles, it looked like a big wall. It looked like the wall from Game of Thrones, only made out of bubble yum. Get your punk ass down. It boggles my mind, but it all stems from the same source. We're going to be 50 to 60 years cleaning up the mess from this mediocre hooker. Everybody's like, well, you know, in 2028, we can get rid of him. No, you cannot. Donald Trump is a herpes infection, a mediocre herpes infection. Like, you get herpes bumps and they just sit there and go, oh, you know, I'm a herpes bump. Guess you're not going to be able to do anything today. Look at me, herpes bump. That's all he is. That's all he's ever been. And you think we just going to elect Gavin Newsom and this shit going to get cleaned up? No. No. The voices of Black and brown and Native, Indigenous, and Asian Pacific Islander and Muslims and Jews and members of the LGBTQIA+, we are all sitting here watching as we all have to continue to play the dance called, I'm a mediocre white man, please listen to me. These hookers still think they're being persecuted. Every time you turn around, they're screaming, DEI, oh, woke, DEI, woke, bitch. You are the pestilence that is upon the United States. The only thing that's happening is you're being exposed. Nobody dislikes white men. We dislike mediocre mother effers. We always have. And we're tired of propping you bitches up. We are tired. Totally goddamn tired of having to go, every time you go poo-poo on a potty, all of the world has to stop so we can celebrate the fact that you can shit in a goddamn toilet. And it stems from him. He is patient zero. A man who didn't even want the job of president. He ran so that he could lose and start a news organization called Trump TV. This is a known fact, ladies and gentlemen. This is not me making this up. This is a known fact. Donald Trump did not think he was going to win. Why the hell do you think Melania looked like somebody died in her goddamn family on election night? Why do you think that was? Donald, Joanne? What the fuck, Donald? I didn't ask for this. We won with poorly educated. You ain't lying. You was not joking. Dumb people put this man in office twice. Dumb people voted for him 3 times. If you add Fox News, which is like mediocre white man central, you stir some of that shit up and serve it, you have exactly why we are in a position we're in today. We got leftists who suddenly discovered how racist they are and decided to put the shit on social media like, bitch, we can see you. You know, you understand we're in the room with you, right? You do understand.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
We can see how racist some of you hoes are. We can. But it's thanks to Donald Trump that you even have the nuts to do so. Under any other normal circumstance, a man running for a congressional seat would not say that the Black Democratic establishment defanged white men and still be running. Shout out to Booker Square. I love you to death, sister. You know this. This is not me in any way, shape, form, or fashion knocking you. You know this. But there's no goddamn way in hell I'd interview that piece of shit. You said what you said, dog. You said exactly what the hell you said. Stand behind it. But you're only bold because Donald Trump has lighted the way for you below average bitches. The paper plate penis holders are the reason, are only here talking about shit because of Donald goddamn Trump. That's why I said we're going to be 60 years cleaning this shit up. It is why people are so hell-bent on talking shit about black folks. We be minding our own goddamn business, not bothering anybody. And we come up in conversation after conversation after conversation after conversation after conversation like we're in the goddamn room. We're not. And it is only because of the mediocrity of goddamn Donald Trump that we even have to speak to you hoes. Normally, we would tell y'all, suck dick the long way and get out of my face. The boldness. It is the boldness of these mediocre, below average bitches that's bothering. But again, who put the battery in the back of the paper plate penis holders? Who did that? Who did that? Yes, I started my war on mediocre white men because of Hawk. I'm not going to lie about it, and I will continue to do so. He ain't got the balls to say half the shit he says about me to me because I'd rip that goddamn mullet off his head. But you know what? He opened and enlightened me to a whole new world of mediocre white men. He did. And it's not just me. I could see if there were every white man in America was defending these mediocre bastards, but they're not. They're not. They just have bigger platforms and people listen to them because they're white men. But truth is truth. We would not be in half the goddamn dumbass situations we're in right now, were it not for the fact that Donald Trump won an election he desperately didn't want to. He didn't want to win this shit. He didn't. So Donald Trump doesn't have a tier. He does not. Donald Trump is the list. Donald Trump is the foundation of the list. Donald Trump is the ink that makes the list. Donald Trump is the tiers themselves. We are comparing all of these mediocre ass white men to Donald goddamn funky diaper Trump. So if you want to know what the mediocre white man mediocrity is for, it's because of him. It is because Donald Trump. It is because of him. So his tier, mediocre God mode, son. Mediocre God mode. He is mediocre God mode in human goddamn form. Imagine a God that is lazy and only wants to be worshiped because he's breathing. That is Donald Trump. That is Donald Trump. There. His tier is mediocre God. As always, if you like what I am doing here and want to support, think about becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. For as little as $3 a month, you can help me keep all of this running. You, the patrons, are the ones that fund all of the lights, the cameras, the computers. It is all because of you. Patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. The Sound of Coffee Shop is open, is running, and is piping. I will be working on new and improved gear on the Sound of Coffee Shop. If you want to be wearing he is Homelander. You ain't bullshitting. You is not bullshitting. He thinks he's Henry Cavill Superman, but he's goddamn Homelander. If you want to be rocking the latest gear, then there's only one place for you to go. That is the Sound of Coffee shop. Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. If you're on Instagram, click the link right underneath, and it will take you directly to the Sound of Coffee shop. Tomorrow, we will be breaking down the depressed white woman anthem that is Labor. I'm just going to be honest with you, white women. There are so many more empowering songs. Labor only makes me think of like Russian factories during like the Russian Revolution. It doesn't do what y'all thought it does. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. It is not doing what y'all thought it was doing all day, every day. That's not. Y'all need a fight song. Cut off his dick, take his money. Take his money. Cut off his dick, take his money. Take his money, girl. Get empowered. Cut off his dick. Take his money. Take the money. Take the money. Oh, cut off his dick. Take the money. Take money. Y'all need that. Y'all don't need all day, every day. Anyway, tomorrow we will be breaking down the depressed white woman anthem that is Labor. Be limitless. I love who you are exactly as you are. I'm so effing proud of you. Remember, you were born to be the daily plot twist in a world of predictability. I am here no matter what, when, or why. The inspirational word from Mr. O'Goin. Hydrate, elevate, self-love is self-care. I love you all. Have a beautiful day on purpose. Chef, be safe out there, brother. Love you to death. Love you to death. Love you to death. That is the good word from Miss Tressina, all the way down in Crow Pussy, Mississippi. Before I leave you all with the universal greeting of the coffee beans. You know what to do. Bow your heads up.
How you doing? I woke up. Everybody else, because I woke up. That's how I look at it. You all had a chance until I woke up. Today's mine. That's just what it is.
Every day that ends in Y belongs to the coffee beans. I said what I said. Be kind and be sure to watch his show as much love and kindness as possible because life is too short and you never know what someone is going through. That is the STL Blue girl. That is her dot right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to understand something. You were not made to be below average. You aren't. Regardless of what situation you find yourself in, regardless of whether or not you have millions in a bank or your bank is overdrawn, you were not made to be below average. None of you. I am not a below average man. Am I the greatest? No. But I am far from below average. I strive every single day to be better than than I was the day before. That should be your mantra. The only person you're competing with is the person you were yesterday. Don't ever settle for below average. Don't ever think in below average terms. You are made for greatness. Seize it. It's yours. What is it that we say every single day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. I would like to thank each and every one of you who went and helped Joey on her 6th birthday. I still owe Joey a couple of gifts from the coffee beans here at Sound of Coffee. I will take care of that, I promise you. But Joey is the inspiration. Joey was not made to be below average, and we now know that. Be like Joey. Don't ever put a limit on yourself. Reach for what you want, and even if you don't get it the first time, continue to reach. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild. I am a proud, upstanding member of the Outcast Nation, And this has been a above average Misunderstandings and Furniture Moving Monday episode of The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Law Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the Taz Effect with the one, the only, the woman that sells all the records, the smart ass to my straight man, the jelly to my peanut butter, the cinnamon toast to my crunch. Miss Taz Reloaded. She's got all of your good news and information. It is Mutual Aid Monday on the Taz Effect. If you need some mutual aid, put it in the Discord server. If you would like to help somebody with mutual aid, put it in the Discord server. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these GCPR airways. It is the Taz Effect. I love you. I do. This is one of the highlights of my day. I don't look at Monday as a drag for me because I get to spend it with you. And we always have fun. We always look out for each other, even if it means correcting each other. We love on each other because that's what we're supposed to do. And we do it with a smile on our face and coffee in our cup. Why? Say it with me, kids. Because that is the coffee bean way. You know, that may very well be a t-shirt. That may very well be a t-shirt. 2 coffee beans in the shape of a heart. And it just says, love on each other, be limitless, never forget who you are. And always try to be better. And on the back, it'll say, because that is the coffee bean way. With a little Sound of Coffee sticker somewhere on it. Might be. Who knows? I love you guys. Be safe. I will see you tomorrow. Trifling Tuesday. We're breaking down labor. I mean, we're not going to actually be in labor. We're going to break it down. I want y'all to have the best day possible. Seize it. It belongs to you. As always and forever. With love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. Annabelle, you're going to get all this to the face. You get all this to the face, Annabelle. Oh, shit. God damn. Even Wakanda's over there weak in the knees. Oh. God damn. Why
Pause! What is that?
Wakanda and Annabelle got that to the face. And just a tad bit of hair grease. I will see you all in the morning. I love you guys. Be safe. Peace. Hey, I'm proud of you. Don't ever forget it. See you tomorrow, kids.